And quickly before we get into this video, I'd like to give a shout out to Ahead for sponsoring this video. If you guys want to pick up cheap and reliable Rocket League items on one of the most trusted sites on the internet, make sure you actually check them out. First link in the description. You can buy and sell your Rocket League items and use code ZENIC at checkout for 3% off your orders. If you guys want to be in with the chance of winning this 20XX on my car right now, all you've got to do is like the video, subscribe to the channel, turn on my post notifications, and comment your details down below. The winner will be announced at 12,500 subscribers. And just from one PCC crate, we've got all the way up to this mystery decal right now, which is Trigon. Alright guys, welcome back to the channel, and today, this is the final episode of me going from my PCC crate all the way up to a Trigon mystery decal. These videos have been so fun to record, and seeing all of the support on these videos has been absolutely incredible. So thank you guys so much for the support, and if you guys want me to redo this series to get to something else, make sure to smash that like button. 350 likes and I'll bring back the series and try and get something even bigger. As you saw at the start of the video, I've actually gone and got myself the Trigon. It's only taken 4 episodes, which just blows my mind. I thought it would take a lot more than this. I've done about 55 to 60 trades. Putting that in perspective, that's really good going. To actually get myself a Trigon mystery decal, which is still 4x on the spreadsheet, that is pretty good profit. I'll be having a bit of a think to see what I actually want to get to next. So going from Trigon to something else. So I'll be having a little bit of a think, but if you guys could actually help me and leave a comment saying what I should actually go to for next, I'd really appreciate that. So just leave a comment saying where I should go with this Trigon. And without further ado, let's see how I actually got myself all the way up to the Trigon. I hope you guys enjoy. So the first trade we've actually got here is me just selling a Dominus GT that this guy actually wanted. He put up a post saying that he wanted a Dominus GT for his car. So I said, sure, invite me to the game, show me what you've got. And he put up an Endo. He wanted to do it 1-for-1, but I said no, because obviously the Endo's a little bit less in price. A couple more people want Dominus, either for trade-ups or for other reasons. So I told him to add 1 crate, and he added a victory crate. So I ticked up. That's a decent trade to actually get a crate ad, and obviously a victory is around a PCC crate, so that's decent. The second trade that we've got right here is actually me selling my Burnt Sienna Zombers, and this is easily one of the most profitable trades I have done on this series. Managing to sell it for a Labyrinth 1-to-1, even though it's probably worth around a Fireworks to a Tora in actual value, because on spreadsheet it's worth like a Biomass and Spectre. But it really does not sell for that. And it was PCC, which is even harder to sell. So getting a Labyrinth 1-for-1 is over double profit. So I'm very happy with getting this trade. This next trade is me trying to get a bit more profit and actually selling my Hex for some Crimson Zombies and a Black Fractal Fire. He told me to add a little bit, and I knew I could actually get more value out of this Black Fractal Fire. So I said, why not actually do it? He told me to add a couple crates, so I chucked in, I think it was an Accelerator and a Haunted Hollow crate. So which I didn't really mind doing. That doesn't even equal a PCC crate, so I didn't mind doing that. Bang, let's put an even trade, and then obviously I paid 2 crates for the Fractal Fire, which I think I'll be able to flip for a bit more profit. The next trade we've actually got here is this guy wanting a PCC very rare, so I put up a Hex phase, just a normal Hex phase, and he was just looking through his inventory to see what he actually had, as I didn't really want anything that was an underpay or hard to sell. And in the end, he just put up a furry import, which I think I'll be able to actually flip for a bit more profit since there's an import. And no one really cares about Hex phases that much, so I didn't really mind doing this trade. Obviously, it's a little bit of profit, and that's all you really need, just to make a little bit of profit every single trade. This next trade was me selling my Labyrinth for PCC crates, as I wanted a tiny bit of an overpay, because this guy actually said he had PCC crates, didn't really care about them too much, and he wanted to get a mystery decal, so I chucked up Labyrinth. He put in 13, demanded 13, and I obviously pushed and got myself 14, which is around the price between Lab and Hex. So that's decent. I made a tiny bit of profit. He obviously said that that's like an even trade before, and he overpaid a little bit. He didn't mind doing that because he didn't need the crates, and he got himself a mystery. This next trade that we've got right here is actually me buying myself a Biomass, just purely because I didn't really have that many mystery decals on me, and I had a lot of crates I needed to shift. So this guy actually said he had a Biomass and wanted good crates, so I put up 7 PCCs, and he told me to add some victory crates. So I added 2 victory crates, which is around 9 to 10 PCCs, which is still a tiny bit of an underpay, and it actually ticked up. So I was like, why not do that? That's a little bit of profit I can make out of that, and getting myself a new mystery decal will actually be a lot easier for me to make a little bit more profit. The next trade we've got right here is actually this guy. He wanted to sell his Cobalt Octane, and he wanted some more crates, so I was like, why not? I'll just give him the rest of the PCCs I've got. And I said, I think it was like 8 or something like that for the Cobalt Octane. And he just said, sure, he didn't really need the Cobalt Octane at all. But the one thing that he didn't tell me was the Octane was actually Scorer. So getting a Scorer Cobalt Octane, I can actually flip that for a decent amount of profit. Probably double profit. So that is a very positive trade I got right there. The next trade that we've got right here is actually me selling my CC3 crates. I really just don't need at all. Because people really just care about PCCs and victory crates at the moment. And I actually managed to get myself a non-crate very rare, which I know I can guarantee myself at least one PCC out of. So that's actually very good going. Obviously, the small profit is probably the best way you're actually going to grow your inventory, because it all adds up so well over the future. So if you keep on doing that, it will happen naturally as well. Just keep on making that small profit. It will all add up eventually. The next trade that we've got right here is actually me selling my other CC3s that I really don't need at all. And I added tiny, I think it was like a heart glass or something like that. I have no idea. It's just some random uncommon that I really don't need and I'm not going to use. So I actually get rid of both of them and get myself a PCC crate, just purely because I know I can actually get myself some more mysteries from using these. So another very positive trade, just making a tiny bit of profit. It will all keep on adding up. So that's actually how I make most of my profit. This next trade that I do right here is actually me selling my black fractal fire, I think it was, and a biomass, and actually get myself a painted Octane. I think it was grey, which I know I can get at least a hex out of. So thinking about it, it's just a way of me getting rid of the black fractal fire. I think it's a bit more on spreadsheet. I think I'm overpaying on spreadsheet just a tiny little bit, but I know that I'm not going to get close to the price of the black fractal fire. It's just not going to sell at all. So I don't really mind doing this trade, getting myself an easy hex in the end. I then found someone that actually wanted to buy my endo, so I was like, sure, I'm not going to be using the endo to make that much profit. Obviously, it's a turbo series thing, so I don't really need it. So we chucked in, I think it was a Sentio, and he said he was going to add one other car. Obviously, he already had an endo, so probably thought he was getting profit off of me, or maybe he was buying it for a friend. And then he added a PCC Breakout Type S, which is an easy 2 to 3 PCC crate. So that is more simple profit I actually just make right there. I then sell the Mantis that I bought last episode for, I think it was for a couple crates I actually bought it for, that I really didn't need. I think it was bad crates like accelerators and bad crates like that. I did not need them, so I actually got this Mantis just from that. And I managed to find someone that actually wanted a Mantis. That's what I can suggest. Just buy as many import cards as you can for bad crates. It's a way of shifting them, and you can actually make profit like I have done right here. I've made over double profit just on a Mantis that I really didn't need. So that's another very profitable trade right there. Once again, I found someone that wanted more PCC crates. So obviously he had some BMDs and other items, but I offered him the slightest underpay. I said, I'll do 10 for your biomass, and he was like, sure. Why not do that? He wanted the PCC crates, which most people would use to try and like finesse me and make a bit of profit, or they just try and open them. So I don't really mind doing this. Obviously a little bit of profit for me, and getting as many mystery decals as possible is going to help me a bit later on when I actually need to try and invest in one of the Trigons. The second to last trade that we've got right here is me just flipping my grey Octane that I really do not need, and actually getting myself a hex, which is this is the value. This is how much it's actually worth. So I did not mind getting a hex out of it, as most people would want BMDs for their Trigons anyway. So getting myself a hex for it is actually decent. I thought I could maybe flip it for 2 Tauras, but as you'll see in the next trade that's coming up right now, I really don't need to do that, because I actually get myself the Trigon in this trade right now. And here you have it, guys, right here. This is actually where I get myself the Trigon mystery decal that I've been going for this whole time. Just from 1 PCC crate and 4 episodes, I have managed to get this mystery decal, which, thinking about that, that's incredible to think about. And I've actually done every single item. He asked for the other 2 items, which is 2 very rare boosts, for after the trade, and he said, sure, I will actually do that. So I gave him the 2 items after the trade, and I managed to do everything, and I eventually got myself this new mystery decal, which is Trigon. So guys, that is it for this series. I've actually managed to get myself a Trigon just from 1 PCC crate, and I've actually been thinking that I might do a Trigon to something else. So actually, as I said already, leave me a comment down below what I should actually go to from this Trigon. As soon as this video gets dropped, I'm actually going to be looking through the comments straight away, and on Twitter for you guys to actually suggest what item it should be. Maybe white Octane, white Dracos, or maybe white Zombies. I have no idea. Just make sure you just leave a comment. Actually, let me know what you guys want to see. And if you haven't already, make sure you subscribe to the channel to make sure you keep up to date with all the Rocket League content. I'm going to be banging out another series very soon, so make sure you actually stay around to see what I go to next. And also, why not go check out Leighton and Sexy Dishwasher? Both their links are down in the description, as they are doing 2 different nothing somethings as well. They're going to the other mystery decals. Leighton is going to the Chameleon, and Sexy Dishwasher is going to the Stormwatch. So make sure you actually check them out. First links down in the description. Make sure you go check out their channels. Quickly before we wrap up the video, I'm just going to show you a freestyle that I hit in a 1v1. I was against a random guy, just playing ones, and I hit this shot. It was actually insane for me. So if you guys have enjoyed this video, make sure to smash that like button. Let's try and get 350 likes, maybe 400 likes for the new series to actually return. Subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you guys next time.